Right now we're hiking way over there to Wendigo Island. And in this entire area, indigenous people believe in a spirit called the Wendigo.
He said he turned Wendigo. He ends up killing and eating 5 of his 6 children.
And this isn't a myth, it's a real case. So to figure out what is happening, I'm hiking to where this terrifying entity apparently lives. We got this tent. We're gonna go over there, set up, and see what happens. It is absolutely freezing out here. In case you didn't notice, this is a frozen lake. We were walking earlier on this, kind of testing it out. There was one spot we stepped and it was kind of wet, which was really scary. I just plummeted through. But to figure out what we're actually looking for, I reached out to some of the only people who know the real history behind this entity, the elders of Saddle Lake Cree Nation. But before going over everything they told me about it and what to watch out for, we needed to just get to this island before it gets dark. Oh, dude, we're here. Oh!
What?
Let's follow the tracks. Alright.
These are not human tracks, BTW.
Well, yeah. Those are actually decently large tracks. I wonder what this is.
If I see some big ass horned mother...
Oh, dude. I'm going to be gone, bro.
Hey, human tracks?
Oh, they do look kind of long. That's not human, though. That's too small. There's something eerie about this place, though. I don't know what it is.
Plus, it's getting dark and we're in the middle of a island at night.
It's about to get really dark, dude. So the first thing on our mind was setting up camp and exploring the island before it got too dark.
Well, good luck, man. If you need help, don't call for me, bro, because I don't want to go there.
What if I'm like, help, help?
That's the way I'm going, bro.
Come on, man. Well, guys, I'm just venturing into Wendigo Island. There is actually incredible amount of tracks.
My strategy is just to clear out snow, and then I can start building the tent.
I'm deep in. And guys, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't really get scared when I do most videos, even alone. But right now, I'm like decently.
It's kind of creepy because I can't see anything around me. So if like something came over and did like sneak attack, I'd be cooked.
Oh, look at all these tracks. Someone had a scuffle. I don't know why this area gives me the... I see something over there. What the fuck?
Gavin!
What?
Did you hear that?
Here is the Aztec death whistle.
It was like screaming.
And when you blow into it, it just sounds like a terrifying scream. Dude, I got his ass. I got his ass. So after trolling Ethan, it was time to get serious and try to find this thing. So I came back, got in the tent. Ow! Oh, that bump.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Are you good?
Straight up the end. And we're preparing to finally hike across this entire island to find this entity. But I couldn't stop thinking about earlier that day when I had talked to the elders of Saddle Lake Cree Nation to learn what this thing was and how to find it. But in order to even hear their stories about the Wendigo, I had to get tobacco for the spirits, as well as a gift for the elders for passing this story down to me, which had only been told twice by him ever. But after all of that, he began to tell the story of the Wendigo, or how they pronounce it, Week-to-go, in the only language he had ever heard it, Cree.
First thing, I want to thank the Creator for the opportunity to discuss these important matters, specifically this entity that we call Week-to-go, meaning cannibal. At one time, there was a lot of them that roamed this continent.
In the time of famine, that's where that's where it began.
There was one that was sent here to restore things back to balance.
And he got so skinny that he started to get scabs all over his body. And he was peeling those scabs and eating them just to stay alive.
And then these wolves were coming around, and they were hungry as well, eating everything, because there was nothing to eat anywhere. They got to the point where the Wihtugu had started to transform. They were starting to stand upright. As time went on, other animals also transformed into human or human-like existence. The wolf had bitten the bear. From the bite, he transferred the cannibalistic behavior to the bear. The bear started to grow bigger, and he in turn also was standing upright like a human being. They resembled humans more so than the wolves. They were terrifying. They would eat their lips, and so that only their teeth showed. They'd take their feces and rub it all over them so that they really smelled, and they carried a little something to make a noise so that you'd know that they'd be close. So at that time there was many of these Wihtuguok, these cannibals, but it had been ordained from the Creator that there should not have been that many. He was going through the land to take care of this entity that was causing havoc on the land, and he finally raised his voice to the Creator and said, I'm unable to take care of all of them, help me. And so the reply was, I will help you. And so it happened that we were given certain spirits to be able to restore things back so that the human population would regenerate. The cannibal spirit is still in existence now, but is a spirit, and it's a spirit that will inhabit a human being.
And according to them, this still happens today.
It happened that there was a man that was coming in our area. He heard something in the distance in the wintertime. So he was running across the lake. That thing was coming for him. He knew it was the cannibal. And he went up across the lake, went up to the rise, and then he looked back and he seen the image sitting on the lake. And so that was the cannibal spirit. My grandmother, her mom, and her sister had a run-in with one of them. They had gone to pick berries, and then they heard a noise, and it was one of them. They happened to have the horse, so they jumped on their horses and they ran, and that cannibal ran after them, and they were able to escape.
My grandmother told me is that when she was younger, houses would burn down because of these things. And she would tell me every time one of those houses burned down because of that thing standing in the window. I want to say about 20 years ago, or not even, where someone took a picture of it. There's a picture of it in the window.
So after hearing and learning about a lot of their stories, even from recent times, this did not seem like a spirit to mess with, but I still wanted to explore this island and find for myself why all these unexplainable things were happening.
We've gotten a little bit warm. We've been eating snacks like some absolute fat ass. If the Wendigo was gonna come for us, I think it would have got us. But our main goal coming here was to explore this island. I've always wanted to come here because it's literally called Wendigo Island. It's in the middle of nowhere, Canada. It's in the region where these spirits, I guess, are believed to be. So we're gonna explore the entire island. So we're gonna try to walk directly across it and keep our peepers up for anything suspicious. And on each other. We gotta watch each other.
Yeah, but who knows, bro? We might try to eat each other.
That's why we got these. Case.
What are
you doing?
Oh.
That was our one ticket out of here.
So the green got me. It's raining, bro.
Is it?
You see a Wendigo up there, like.
Damn. I hope he doesn't look like that. You see the Wendigo up there? It is pretty scary regardless how in the middle of nowhere we are. And we're outside of a very small town. And then of that small town, there's a lake nearby. We're in the middle of the lake on a pretty big island in the middle of the island. Dude, no one would ever find us here. There's a lot of like old animal tracks, but I haven't seen any recent. These almost look like old human tracks. Right? Those are pretty large. Like from a few, maybe before the last snow.
So I'm hoping they're human tracks.
That would be terrifying if someone was like camping on here. Oh, more tracks. Yeah, I'm just so curious what these tracks are from, because they're pretty large.
At this point, we were realizing that the island was a lot bigger than it looked. Also, my map to cross the island just completely stopped working. My phone completely froze, which was slightly concerning, but the worst was yet to happen.
Okay. Come on, map. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I was going the right way.
Dude, I feel like I'm going schizo, bro.
You did not hear a scream again.
No, not a scream.
What did you hear? Say it, man.
You're not gonna believe me.
Okay, that's fine. Just say it.
Dude, I swear I heard like, help me. Dude, I'm dead ass.
Like far away, whisper.
Yeah, like, help me. Like exactly how I'm saying it. I looked up at you, I thought it was you, and then you weren't saying anything.
Okay, this is probably a good time to tell you. Earlier, that was me.
Oh, the scream?
Yeah, it was that death whistle I showed you.
Oh, really?
I thought you were gonna know it was that.
Dude, I forgot about the death whistle.
I literally said on camera, I was like, he might forget because he has a bad memory.
That has to be like one of the most scared I've ever been in a video.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like,
I just heard help me, bro.
I kind of thought Ethan was just hearing things, but he seemed very sure about it, so I was getting a bit scared, and we were just trying to find the way off the island at this point.
so it kind of sounded like a whisper.
Yeah. Dude, if we're editing this and I hear help me on the actual video, I'm gonna lose my shit, bro.
Dude, I'm starting to see shit out there.
But after a bit of panicking and a ton of walking, we had finally made it across the entire island, and explored most of it.
I genuinely, once we got like a little bit to the middle of this island, I genuinely like felt a little weird. And it's almost 99% just like placebo, like, hey, we're on a creepy ass island in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night all alone, and there's legends of scary evil monsters coming to eat us and make us eat each other. It's probably that.
But I still couldn't explain what Ethan heard, so I looked back at the footage while editing, saw the clip, and I did hear it. But after looking deep into the video, I realized that while I was closing all my apps, it glitched and played this TikTok. That's why I was smiling, real. But we had finally got off the island and didn't end up finding anything strange or eating each other, but the spirit of the Wendigo is honestly really misunderstood by everyone, including myself. We probably weren't gonna find it, and I'll let the elders explain why.
Is there a reason it goes after certain people? Or is it kind of just something that coexists?
I think it has to do with a person's individual makeup. If you want power, if you want prestige, if you want to be put on a pedestal, that entity it's easier to come onto you. It's almost like you're inviting that onto yourself.
People that were selfish. That word that they use actually closer translates to you cannot satisfy their hunger. And that's how that spirit comes in. Because you're so selfish, self-absorbed, right? And that's an easy place for it to come in. Because if you look at most evil in the world, it comes from the need to be more powerful or to be above or to control. Famous kings who were evil, who wiped out entire, nations of people, genocide, because the selfish need for power and control. Any myth or legend in any culture derives from some form of truth.
This spirit isn't caged on one island or forest. It's an evil that exists all around us and consumes people. I've personally always been consumed by the desire to grow this channel bigger and bigger and gain more and more subscribers. But somewhere along the line, I realized that isn't the most important thing. I now fully understand that is an endless hunger. I will always want a higher view count, a higher subscriber count, but I've been lucky enough to learn that there's a lot greater purposes to help people to return, to try to be the best human I can be. It's fine to have these insane goals and strive for greatness, but it's important to not get too consumed on the way there. And I think that's the only way to truly avoid the spirit of the Wendigo. Basically, just try to be the best person you can be. Don't get too consumed by these things. I love you guys.